Hello, welcome to the show, time travelers.
Hey guys, how you guys doing? You guys traveling over the Sea of Forgetfulness in your little boats, toy boats?
Oh yeah, lots of them look like little white sails and whatnots on the ocean.
Yeah, Papa and I are just enjoying the day, looking out at all the little white sails on the Sea of Forgetfulness, hoping that not too many people fall in.
Oh yeah, it's quite a busy day out there.
Yeah, I see. It's like as far as the eye can see, tiny white sails.
Well, anyways, guys, here's a short lecture that I'll say I sat through last night.
And I want to thank you for that.
Well, yeah, it was kind of a forced audience.
Well, that's true. I hope that the rest of you don't feel forced by this video, but enjoy.
Okay, guys, here you go. Cheers.
Okay, on this, I'm not gonna talk to anyone who thinks this is real or believes this is real. I have personally nothing against you. It's just you gotta leave because you're wrong by fact. All right, this has been going on forever. There's nothing new under the sun. It's a sea of forgetfulness, right? So you have to remember what you already know. All right? And there's a lot of false Christs out there that will somehow blame you for this predicament, will blame God for the woes of the world when you know what you know, that it's all made up hoax, man-made tragedy, ego-driven accident, natural death, disease, caused by the corruption of creation. Whatever this, that is what it is. So then you're stuck looking, right? Searching, reading, when all you have to do is submit to Jesus Christ, and you're given the Comforter, true life. You were given the life, the light, i.e. light, the understanding. Your eyes are open to what this place is, to the deception. What kind of deception did you think he was talking about, Jesus Christ, when he said even the elect might be fooled? That's a big deception. And there are many running around deceiving others as well. There's one guy who does a bunch of work, and they profess Jesus Christ, which is, that's 1 John 4, fine. I'll take them at their word for that. But when I hear false teaching such as, take the Catholic Church, for example, and you have the whole corrupt top organization, the actual evil ones, the ones that are that claim to be blind, but they're not, right? They're going to try and claim to be blind, but they're not. They're going to try and say that, oh, we were just doing what we thought we were. No, they know exactly what they're doing. Now, I want to tell you, the truly blind are those sitting in the pews, those old ladies that have been there forever, didn't know no better. Now, if you're running around telling people that those old ladies and their old grandmothers are going to hell, you're a false witness liar, because you're condemning the truly blind, and you do not do that. You have no authority to do that. You have no authority to condemn anyone. All right? You have the authority to bind and to hold evil in place until the day of judgment. That's about it, and that's all you can do. So I speak against the evil in the world. All right? So now, as soon as this comes out, this hoax story, you can tell that this is so much farther than a few years ago, where none of this would have come out, not this fast. This smells a lot like monograph bullcrap right here. This is back into the world 8 stuff, right? That just smells like him all over it. Fake. This is, of course, that's yet another loophole. How many hours and days will people, look at these obviously new passports they just chucked on the ground and filmed with all the obvious dates inside, and say, okay, done, it's done, it's done. Well, what else is there to say but it's fake, right? But then we get to this, the 7, and this is now I'm going to start to show you, this is real interesting that this has actually shown up, right? It's actually shown up because it can't be hidden because the number 7 was involved. So the Illuminati, here's the thing about that word. If you're talking about a group of people that actually, sit down and organize and bang a gavel, you're deceived. Illuminati would be anyone at any position in society who is illuminated with the false light of Lucifer or the fallen. All right? It's a spiritual thing. How do you think all this stuff happens, man? How do you think all these numbers add up? Do you think that's a human being doing that? That's a computer putting that out, man. And then these people just write the words around the numbers. They don't know anything. They're just writing words, man. All right, the human mind is programmed to find patterns in the world. This is exactly true. And it's not programmed. That's you get programmed by patterns, right? You have what's real, which is just curves and everything's doing its own thing, and you can just find beauty everywhere. Or you have man-made mediocrity, which is just everything looks the same. The sharp edges, the 90 degrees. So anyways, moving forward. This is where they try to take something. This is the first line is going to be given to those who want to say anything against somebody telling somebody about how this matrix number system works, how they keep you involved in the system. They'll just pop that. They'll cut and paste this, right, basically, and change it slightly. All right. Okay, this alien, there's no aliens, man. Stop this. See, they just blow it. There is nothing here. So let me explain to you what 7 is. 7 is what's called Zion, or the mind weapon. All right, let's go to paint real quick. And I did want to add one thing. I would say like this. If I was going to put something here, because I know that the 33 is at the top, this would be, let's say, a plus or a minus with the AM PM. Thinking about like a bit, a 0-1 bit, or I'm sorry, a 0-1 bit, or to turn on 1-0, right? So you flip your bit, you'll get your 33. Anyway, so going to the 7, so if you put your single 7, right? And then you put your second 7, right? And then you put your third 7. Got too fancy there. And your fourth 7. Now I want to show you that no matter how you do this, no matter how this happens, it's still gonna create the same thing at the end. It still connects because you're dealing with a space between two pillars at your right side of your mind. Your thoughts are electrical impulses, right? You have what's called the blood-brain barrier. So within there, that's an electric thing going on. It's just like when you go to the store and you put all that stuff on that countertop, and it goes through to you. It looks like all the food items to the clerk, but to the computer, it's nothing but numbers that add up to the end to a number that you need to match with cash or a debit card. But it still fits within the system, no matter how it's twisted or pulled apart. All right, because it's going to be within the. Do you understand what I'm saying? I guess what this is best is no matter how far out into the story you decide to go, they'll give you details. As far as you want to look, they can give you details. Look at NASA and space, for example. There's volumes upon volumes about a non-existent outer space. Because you can create anything in here. This is the imagination, man. This is the black hole sun. You can be given truth through Jesus Christ, which is the true living water, or you can take the black hole sun and create your own imagined world, because you're your own God. So who cares, man, right? You're your own God. So you create your own little universe. And you decide what's real and false in here, regardless of what's real and false. You're wrong. All right? That's unfortunate that people will see a story like this, and then there's like the truth within the story, but it's so far buried that there's actually no way to get there. Even if you look anywhere through here, you would have to kind of maybe forget all these words, and maybe somebody's going to say, okay, let me just look up 7 and see what that means. But you see all the other pitfalls that are in front of that person before they ever get to just let me look up this. Let me just think about this for a minute. Let me mirror that. Let's mirror that real quick, right? So if I put that, right, and I made a 7, and then I just flipped it on top of itself, right? Let's do a red and flip it right on top of itself, right? Ah, well, that's your double 7 too, right? That's interesting too. That's just like your little wedge that's the angle like they show with the projection. That would be your eyeball, and that would be the screen, right? And here's the little airplane on your screen. Oh, look at that. It was real. Ha ha.